Hello, everyone, and welcome to another cast of a War of the Ring 2nd Edition game. I'm Itarelda, your host, and I will be showing you a game I played last year against Pallando from Down Under. I will respect him enough to not do an Australian accent, but we joined up. This is just a generic game cast, no reverse cards, no tournament or anything like that going on, just a game we played. I don't remember this game at all. I just was looking, I felt like doing a cast and looked through my folder of games worth casting, and this one came up to the top, so we're going to do this one. We decided that I would be Shadow and he would get free people with 2 tokens. He starts with Spirits of Mordor and Scouts and Mirror of Galadriel, which actually could be pretty good early. And I start with Stormcrow and Orc Patrol. So, not bad. Yeah, kind of fun. Stormcrow can be good on the Fellowship while they're still in Rivendell. I guess real quick I'll say, we'll do some analysis, probably more on his play than mine, because I always forget to do more on mine. I always intend to do more on mine than on the opponent's, but in general, we're probably just going to be here for a fun cast, and so we'll see what happens. I begin by allocating 1 eye and roll 1 more, and off the races we go. And pretty good roll for me. 2 musters is nice first round for Shadow. Decent rolls. My past self agrees. I go ahead and start by putting Isengard to war, and he starts by drawing a card. Interesting. I guess you have a Palantir and you don't want to spend it on either of these things. And you draw into Red Arrow, which is not helpful. Interesting. I go ahead and put Saruman in. Cool. Fellowship moves. And is safe. Cool. Dol Guldur goes west, and Barad-dûr comes to Gorgoroth. I've been putting a bit of practice into Dol Guldur going north, and that's been interesting to mess around with. The Palantir draws a card, King Brandsman. Now that's a good early card. Wish he'd had that. I go ahead and spend the hybrid to put Sauron to war. So, yeah. Probably decent, especially with 2 free people musters showing. He puts the elves towards war, and then I put them right back away from war. I don't know if that's strictly necessary, but anyway. The elven leader in Grey Havens dies. There's something to be said for killing the regular, but the leader's fine. And then he plays a dice, uses the muster to play King Brandsman. Interesting. Rather than moving the fellowship or moving the elves back down. Interesting. And draws into Círdan's ships. So Círdan's ships is good. Uneventful first round. Nothing to have marked this as an 8 in my logs. Can't even if I wanted to. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about, but I'm sure it was something extremely relevant. There and back again. Interesting. And Celeborn's is good early. Worn with Sorrow and Toil and New Power is Rising. Wow, those are good early draws. I suggest switching his Strider, and he instead doesn't. Allocate 1 eye. 1 eye rolled. More musters and some Palantirs, so I'm glad I have some playable cards, because the armies are going to go slow, and so is the Fellowship. So, well, got some good cards to play with Palantir in play. So I go ahead and get Worn with Sorrow and Toil in. And he spends a ring to move before spending a Palantir to play any of these cards. I guess you're going to be at full hand anyway. Gandalf's cycling ability isn't that great. Well, I roll a 6 and I get a 0 reveal. He accidentally shows me his there and back again as he goes to the high pass. Interesting. Not taking the low road. He'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and he'll be in Mordor before me, right? reveals into high pass. I then think about life a lot. Interesting. I muster an Orthanc. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'm thinking I have new powers rising. I want to just bum rush Rohan down rather than getting the Southrons and Easterlings to war. Interesting. I play new powers rising, get all the units. So that's quite a stack in Isengard. The standard half moves of Iron Hills to Erebor and Edoras to Westamnet, so that makes sense. And I double upgrade in Isengard. Yeah, that's fine. I've been doing a lot of just straight mustering a regular elite there, straight mustering an elite there, mostly because Rompsteel told me to, but I don't know. Ooh, and the other token comes out. A Gambit of some variety. Rohan moved down the track. Interesting. Okay. And then oh, wow. This is why I marked this game. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I'm crazy, man. Okay, Dol Guldur goes to Parth Celebrant, and South Dunland goes to the Gap of Rohan. What am I doing? We talk about how many elites I got. Yep, he hides with his will, and I enter Eastamnet and Moria. Surely. I mean, I guess Gap of Rohan to Orthanc is overstacked, so that wouldn't be as good. But boy, that seems like a dubious play. And Celeborn gets played and draws back into Swords in Eriador, and Book of Mazarbul. One sec. Sweetwater. Sort of helped. Okay. Yeah, those are good cards. I mean, I guess you're throwing there and back again, even though you're on the track for there and back again, and you... What card did you move? Oh, Swords in Eriador. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. I draw Grand and Horde from the East. A Deadly Strife could be pretty good. And he gets an Ents and Power of Tom Bombadil. This always sucks as free people to get high on cards early. You just don't have the action dice to spend them. And which ones of these do you throw? Maybe you look like you're really going to need your scouts, so Tom Bombadil and a mirror? Tom Bombadil and a there and back again. There goes Tom Bomb. And the other one. He's moving them to casualties rather than playing them. Anyway, when I allocated, we're going to stop analyzing quite so much. Okay, when I allocated, 2 more roll. I'm a little hot on the eyes. And whoa, 2 C's, 2 Wills. Gandalf's not dead yet, though, so 1 move and safe. I attack Fords from Orthanc, no card, and yep, there's the scouts. I bring everybody because Gandalf's not available. Fellowship moves again and is safe again. Wow. I draw a strategy card. Fellowship moves a 3rd time. Is hit for a 3, so there's a dead Gandhi man. Yep, Worn with Sorrow and Toil. What's going to go? Boy, I did not see. Oh, the Ents. He lost the Ents. Nice. I attack Westamnet from Sauron. Okay. And he scouts away from my Deadly Strife. Oh, oof, oof. Playing Deadly Strife there was not worth my time. Yeah, he's thinking about mustering an Edoras, but you can't pass up a Gandhi man. I spend the ring and the Palantir to conquer all of Rohan. All right, this hasn't been too bad. And then I prevent at least or somewhat an Ents play by putting Gap of Rohan into Orthanc and Gorgoroth into Minas Morgul. So, all things considered, Rohan is super dead. And no reinforcements, no backdoor Edoras. I'm probably going to have leftovers to go and take Lorien or Gondor. Honestly, it looks pretty good for the south falling right now. I don't know. The Fellowship has moved quite a bit. They're in Karak, so they're effectively 5 moves of 11. So they're almost halfway there. Having lost Gandalf and gotten him. Turn 3. Don't know. We'll see. I think I'm not in a great position. I draw dreadful spells and hill trolls. Those are good. Devilry of Orthanc will come in handy here. He draws File and Fearfire Foes. It's always a little sad Fearfire Foes doesn't work in Dale or Karak, but you have a lot of banked movement. If you choose to not declare right now, you could separate Hobbit and activate the north all the way to war, which would be kind of fun. But he chooses to declare in Karak, so okay. Yeah, I say I decided to not risk Ents. Yeah. Well, I got lucky at least. One I allocated, no more rolled. And a pretty decent roll for the free people. So he goes ahead and puts an elite in Rohan. He thinks about it. He undoes it. And moves instead. Interesting. I think well, yeah, I was going to say, but I think a leader's worth it. But you would only get a half muster then, which really sucks. So he moves safely. Helm's Deep goes under. Fellowship moves again and is safe again. Ooh. That could be a problem, as I say. Yeah. Boy, that's not necessary. Holy cow. Half move from Minas Morgul to North Ithilien makes a ton of sense, but the half move to stack on Rohan is absolutely not necessary. Get the Southrons and Easterlings moving. Do something. That, boy, bad me. Bad play on my part. Gondor moves down. I muster in the Witch King, which actually maybe isn't the single strongest thing, but it's kind of it's fine. I guess I really wanted the Witch King there, and I needed a Sauron army to bring the Witch King there. I guess. Interesting. I play Hill Trolls on North Ithilien. I'm just making hand room, I guess. I draw into... Why am I drawing character cards? I guess I want to cycle for Fellowship busting? Oof. Okay. Let's stop analyzing my poor play. The elves go down to war. I do think Gondor to war there is a significantly better play. But maybe not. Maybe not. I hit Helm's Deep with a card. It's Devilry of Orthanc versus Shield Wall, so that's decent. I get 2 hits -1, and he gets 3 back, which is sad. I press draw. Yep. Okay. That's as I should. I draw into Nazgul Search, so that's good. That's good. I choose a card. Swarm of Bats whiffs on card, but gives me a hit on the reroll, which is nice. So 3 versus 2. 1 more press. No card, no card. 1 hit. 2 back. Ow. Press. No card, no card. No hits. Nothing. Press. Jeez. No card, no card. 1 more hit. Okay. Well, that stack took a lot of hits for no real good reason. What was it? It was like a 3-7 or something like that. 3-6. Now it's a 4-1. So barely enough to swoop round to help Gondor. I don't know. It's not. Well, it kind of lost a whole army there. He spends another ring to move the Fellowship again. I do not think you are in that much of a hurry, friend, but okay. I do hit, and it's a 2 reveal, so he takes the 2 corruption. Really? Surely a random is worth risking here. Okay, he takes the 2. I throw in Shelob's Lair. I guess I'm just desperate because I am at 3 points. Well, okay, back up. Maybe he is making a good move here. He is now 4 dice if you count the hide from Mordor. So it's a very reasonable makes it next round, certainly in 2 rounds. He's absolutely in Mordor. If he makes it next round, and then 2 rounds up the mountain, the 4th round from now, he dunks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 4th round from now, he dunks. I will be hard-pressed to win a military victory that fast. So maybe there's some good there. In which case, Shelob's Lair is the correct response. If that's, I guess if I'm fighting that, I do have Nazgul Search and Orc Patrol. Now Lidless Eye. Fighting Uruk-hai is probably not going to matter. He draws Grey Company and Imrahil. Imrahil's good in case I get Corsairs and get the Southrons and Easterlings moving. I put 2 eyes. I am very scared of a... Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, I'm very scared of a dunk. And I roll 3 more eyes. Oh, goodness. At least the Fellowship's a little slow right now. He hides with a hybrid, meaning you intend to play 2 of these cards with Palantirs. File and Imrahil, I guess? Maybe Círdan's. But Círdan's, your elves aren't going to be at war this round. That strikes me as tenuous play. Armies move to West Emnet from Helm's Deep and to Near Harad from Far Harad. Okay. Then he plays there and back again. Oh, okay. To get Aragorn and Boromir to Gondor, to Minas Tirith. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, and he brings a hobbit with. He brings Merry. That's poor. You got to bring... Look, everybody, if you're going to bring a hobbit to Gondor, it's got to be Pippin. Pallando, I would expect better of you. Osgiliath from North Ithilien, got to get Aragorn trapped while I can, I figure. 1 hit both ways, press. Yep, then you muster the elite in Minas Tirith. I spend the ring to get Minas Tirith under. Okay, and then he crowns while under siege, which you can do. Gondor should be at war. We just forgot to move the token. And then as my last card, I'm going to have to discard if I don't spend something. And I spend a Palantir on Orc Patrol, which I think is good. And I get a 3. Ooh. That's pretty good. So now the Fellowship is at 0 effect. Oh, he just takes the corruption. Interesting. I highly disagree with that. You take Legolas now. You go to 3. And then Gimli and Pippin can spend almost certainly perfectly efficiently. Interesting. I wonder what the thought process there is. He spends his Palantir playing file. Okay. Well, he's up to 6 dice. I draw Shadows and Shadows on the Misty Mountains and Candles of Corpses. Good cards. Candles of Corpses is good, and honestly, Shadows on the Misty Mountains could make an army that hits Lorien pretty hard, especially if I decide to sweep back north with my Rohan army. He draws We Prove the Swifter and Through a Day and a Night. The confusion on Through a Day and a Night's pretty good here, I would suspect. I guess you could chuck Gandalf into Minas Tirith too, but that just sounds like not a good idea with We Prove the Swifter. But Daring Defiance. Oh, Daring Defiance could be good, although you're sacrificing quite a lot of leadership for a Daring Defiance. It's always annoying that Daring Defiance takes all the leadership and not just one companion's leadership. Ah, well. All right. I allocate 3 eyes. What madness. Why? Why in the world would I do that? Holy cow. Thank goodness I didn't roll any more. Against 6 eyes? Or 6 free people dice? Crazy. Well, okay. He moves. I hit with 2 6s, sure. And draw 1. He just takes the 1. Yeah, that's about what he got. I Nazgul search him. Boy, that feels inefficient. But okay, he has to hide with his other character dice. So barring him spending his last ring, he will not get to Mordor this round. I move to East Emnet and West Harondor. I like the East Emnet move. It allows me to swing north to Lorien or south to Minas Tirith as needed. I think that's pretty good. The hybrid goes to Pelargir and Lossarnach. You have, or not Lossarnach, I just wanted to say that apparently. Dol Amroth. You have Imrahil and Círdan's ships, so that's actually decent. And the elves aren't at war, so you can't play Círdan's. That continues to be a problem for you. Yep. I said, I see you in your fake Círdan's. Yes, the Numenorians are landing, yes. Southrons and Eastlings move towards war. The hamster wheels are going. And Imrahil gets played. Okay, cool. Yeah, fine. I talk about my Kit Vashti Imrahil, which I'm very proud of. Southern and Easterlings are war. Pelargir gets... You spend your will on Pelargir and a regular in Dol Amroth. Interesting. Okay. Sure. I play Candles of Corpses for 2. Yeah, now the Fellowship's really in trouble. You're at, 3 effective corruption, 2 moves from Mordor. Well... Meh. Okay. That's tough, though. It could go downhill. What's the hunt pool look like? Mostly eyes. And by mostly eyes, I mean about a third eyes. Pretty much exactly a third eyes. And one of the best reds and one of the best blues in. So, although all the reds are... not all. The eye... Which one's better in your eyes? That's an interesting question. The red eye or Shelob? Probably the red eye. Of course, the red eye can be killed with an orc, a poorly timed orc patrol or a foul thing from the deep or whatever, and Shelob doesn't. That's an interesting thought. Thought for another time when I'm not being recorded. Okay. He spends We Prove the Swifter. Where are you going, you madman? Gandalf goes to Dol Amroth. I suggest Dale, but he chooses to not take it. Dol Amroth. Wow. Okay. And I hit Minas Tirith rather than Pelargir? Let him muster up again? That feels wrong. I'm making all sorts of crazy decisions this game. I wonder how long ago this was. It wasn't that long ago. I abstractly remember the game even if I don't remember the specifics. Weird. Okay. I guess I'm just cycling. Character card versus I'm spending Dread. Oh, okay. I'm spending Dread and Despair to cancel. Wow, this feels not great. I forfeit all my rerolls, so just get one hit. I'm lucky to have gotten the one. I get hit twice back. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. I get on they went at least. I get another red tile, so the good news is I am in no danger of a Free People's Military victory. Not even remotely close. So that's good. So as long as I keep the Fellowship in hand, which these red tiles will help with. Of course, Bilbo's Song doesn't. He draws Bilbo's Song, and Help Unlooked For. That will continue to be unlooked for. Rage of the Dunlendings, probably not. Relentless Assault, maybe, actually. Probably pretty good on Minas Tirith right now. And Nazgul Strike's pretty good. Right as they hit Mordor, so that's good. I allocate 2 eyes. I think that's fine. Rolling 2 more is bad. That's what we in the business call bad. And the free people get decent roll. Spends 1. Yeah, well, it puts a leader in Pelargir and a guy in Lossarnach. I get to say it correctly this time. Man, the Gondor pool. I'm going to have to kill every single Gondorian in this game, apparently. Yeah, I suppose the leader is correct there. As you do a fighting withdrawal to Lamadon to DA. That'd be quite the stack. Reinforcing with elites as you go. I put on they went in. He puts an elite in Pelargir. Why am I letting him muster in Pelargir? I guess I just don't have almost any attack dice. And by almost any, I mean I only have 1 character die. So that's why I'm choosing to do that. Shadows on the Misty Mountains. Okay. So I have 3. I have a lonely 3 points from Rohan. 2 more theoretically someday from Minas Tirith. So 5, 7 with Lorien, 8 with Pelargir. Where are my other 2 coming from? DA? If I just kill every single Gondorian slowly? Oof. Oh my goodness. And Gondor moves to Osgiliath. So that. And he has Through a Day and a Night, but he doesn't have a companion here. But if he moves Gandalf over there with the sword, then he can Through a Day and a Night to Minas Morgul. That's not what I expected. I put a dice there. Interesting. And then I attack Osgiliath from the Witch King. I think that's right. I've seen 2 scouts already, so the risk of the third one's fairly low. Although, why risk that, I guess? I guess I'm not really worried. This army is going to have a hard time taking an actual stronghold in Mordor and holding 2 strongholds in Mordor. The elves aren't at war, so they can't take Dol Guldur, and I have an army in East Emnet to head that off if someone starts moving there. And so I don't need that much sitting on top of Aragorn to keep him penned up. This is fine. I cycle my lidless / words of power, get 2, get 4 back. That's unfortunate. I press draw. Why am I pressing? He has Help Unlooked For too. Oh no, he's gonna release Aragorn. Okay. I have intuited the Help Unlooked For. And so if I move to Osgiliath and leave a guy keeping Aragorn penned up, I kind of save the Witch King. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what I have intuited it. Why are you spending your character die attacking Minas Tirith? Use the Help Unlooked For. My guy dies, and And a scary, scary army. Well, so much for not being in danger of a Free People's military victory. Holy cow. I get to spend Isildur's Bane. Why am I doing that? Just because I have nothing else to do with my life? Surely drawing a strategy card is better right now. I draw one. Okay. The fellowship is not a thing now. We're done with that. He spends his last. Yeah, you definitely should have spent your help unlooked for attacking Minas Tirith. Osgiliath is attacked from Minas Tirith, and I play no card. He has his no quarter from the help unlooked for. Can he get 4 hits? Not even close. And I get 2 back. So that's pretty good. He presses. That, I think... Whoa, I'm moving there. Yeah, I just have to block at all, even though I risk the Witch King in a way that stacking him onto West Horondor wouldn't. That kind of makes sense. And then I spend an Elven Ring to make a stack that's decent. I would, if I were in my shoes today, I would have put Witch King in Minas Morgul and West Horondor to South Athelion. I need a real person army. I'm going to need men to defend this Gondor push in a hot minute. Or maybe even Eastamnet to Druidin Forest. I like that even better. No. Anyway, okay. Let's not overanalyze. I told him to play last battle. And then there's the Through a Day and a Night. Aha. And he swings north. What are you threatening with that? I mean, you can take Dol Guldur. Great. Good job. You did it. I guess then you just hope I can't reinforce Moria, but I have this Eastamnet army. My guess is Pallando's just clutching at straws now. He feels the Fellowship's dead and he doesn't have anything. I draw into Balrog. Oh, terrible. Many kings to the service of Mordor. That's not good. He does get Deadman and Path of the Woses. Path of the Woses is completely useless here. Actually, take that back. Sudden Strike is fantastic here. I allocate 1 eye. Why do I even allocate an eye? He didn't move last round. Crazy. And that's a Free People's military victory roll. He's out of Elven Rings, so that's good. I'm also out of Elven Rings, so that's bad. I roll 3 musters, so that's nice. I've had 2 moves in 15 dice. Jeez. Fellowship moves to Western Brownlands. I think hitting Eastamnet is not completely crazy, but no, Western Brownlands is good. I spend 1 of my musters in Mount Gundabad. I guess 1 elite isn't going to hold Dol Guldur any better than 1 regular, really. So prepping for a theoretical attempt in the north is decent. He puts Dol Guldur under. Many Kings gives me a bunch of Southrons in places that don't matter. Dol Guldur's attack, no card. No card. He doesn't get it. And I don't get it. He presses, no card, and we both get 1. Yeah, see, you just don't have any units here. You still have Great Company, so that's kind of a thing. But that's it. You have 6/7 hit points, and that's it. Now you have your 2 points. That's good, but I put a regular in Mount Gundabad and a regular in Orthanc. Okay. I undo that. A regular in Moria and a regular in Mount Gundabad. Okay. I think that's decent, especially with that Eastamnet army sitting there. Boy, am I glad the elves are not at war. He thinks about life, moves the elves towards war, which of course is sad. A Sauron regular in Moria and a Isengard regular in Orthanc. Okay. I'm just making 1 beefy army that can take a fight. I still have the Eastamnet army. and I've kind of protected the flanks a little bit. He puts the elves to war, which is near necessity, I would say. I draw... Why am I drawing character cards? Holy cow. I draw Morgul Wound. Jeez, what a game. So he moves out of Dol Guldur and moves down from Woodland Realm. Fascinating. And the Witch King comes out of Minas Morgul. Fascinating. I'd almost be tempted to just retreat the East Emnet army to West Emnet. But this is fine. I see this. I think this is fine. Crazy game. All right, my eyes are back. What do I draw? I draw Wormtongue. Foul Stench is fine. He draws Athelas. Orcs multiplying again. Great, thanks, fantastic. And he gets Wisdom of Elrond. So surely he's chucking... He might chuck Bilbo's Song. You're full in on a military victory now, right? I chuck Fighting Uruk-hai. Yeah, I'm not going to be using an Onslaught. He's Decisions. Yeah, no, he didn't throw Bilbo's Song. What did he throw? I didn't see it go by. I'm sure all of you did. That's weirdly hard to track for me. Okay. I'm going to risk 0 eyes. Yes, as you should. I roll no more eyes. Well, there's that. And he rolls movement. So you get a free Mordor if you want it. Do I still have Nazgul Search? Nazgul Strike? Yeah. But you can't hit with Nazgul Strike if there's no eyes. So, okay. Some goods, some bads. East Emnet is getting attacked. Ooh. Assumably he's going to play a sudden strike. I have nothing because that's how shadow cards work on the defense. No card. He plays Anduril. Yeah, that's bad. Ow. 5 hits on me. 2 back on him. Ow, ow, ow. He presses. I retreat to fold. I guess he has almost no hit points. If I were to attack him, I would take almost all of his hit points. So actually, yeah, no, this is fine. And then I retreat to Edoras and bring the Witch King over. Okay. Interesting. He goes to West Emnet and goes to protect Dol Guldur. I move to Western Emmanuel. And he starts mustering Rohan, which is le sad. I do like this. The Witch King moves north to retake Dol Guldur. Woodland Realm hits just in time to get underneath. However, and Lorien comes to sit in South Anduin Vale. However, I have orcs multiplying again. So now, oh look, this is an army you don't want to take. I mean, you could attack with the elves, but boy, is that scary because they're gonna fall so fast. And Moria's got a big stack. That's pretty scary. Dol Guldur, he attacks. I tease that it's a sortie, but yeah, that makes sense. If you can drive me off and have anything left in Dol Guldur, that's scary. He chooses a card, I choose a card. Foul Stench versus Charge. Círdan's ships are played in the middle of the map. Here's his charge. 1. So, okay. And 2 more incoming, 2 more outgoing. Worse for him than me. I stay. I draw for Witch King. I get They Are Terrible, which is actually not super useful here. Help was looked for. Yeah, you'd love to have help on looked for now, wouldn't you? Jeez. Okay, I have Flocks of Kerbane, sure, fine. One more incoming. Oh no! 4 more outgoing, and there vanish the hopes of the elves. Oh no. Oh no. And he has no more dice. That's probably game, right? I muster an Orthanc. Moria moves out with almost everything, leaves just enough. But I get to take a free Lorien and a free Pelargir, and Minas Tirith's open. I draw a card, but does this matter? We'll cycle through a little bit faster now. I draw Denethor's Folly and Palantir. He draws, and I throw away Rage of the Dunlands. Yeah, he gets Kindred and Mithril Coat. Theoretically, more dice. He gets more Rohan guys. How many more Rohan guys? He has all the Rohan guys. More guys in Orthanc. Rohan guys in West Emnet. I'm attacking that elf from the west. He plays Advantageous Position, but that is an illegal play. Whoops. Well, I kill him. He was not within the borders of a free people nation, so that card was illegal. Oops. Oh well. Osgiliath from Pelargir? Why in the world am I risking him retreating into Minas Tirith? Okay. Yeah, why did I do that? Holy cow. Another Rohan Elite. That stack is not friendly. I play Palantir. He has no Elven Rings to kill it, so that's actually really nice. I half move, so I have a very, very winning stack. I can take retake Dol Guldur, and the north is basically free, and I have a full stack of Easterlings. He takes Helm's Deep back. Yeah, that's sad. He only does it with a token force, sure. I put a guy in Minas Morgul and Barad-dûr. Yeah, I just don't want. Oh, he has Path of the Roses. Boy, I'm glad someone's thinking in this game. That's why I attacked Osgiliath. Because I don't want him to Path of Roses into Osgiliath. Oh man, that Path of the Roses is terrifying. Holy cow. He goes to Fords. I don't think I love that. I don't know quite what you're hoping to do there. I Dol Guldur and Devilry of Orthanc to just wipe that off. Okay, I didn't quite get it, but one press, and I'm sure I will. I said one press, and I think I will. There we go. 2 press. Not terrible. And he's back to 0 points. So the much delayed ends, question mark. He draws into Thranduil's. Sure. And I play the Shadows Moving. That's which I drew from the battle. Shadows Moving is excellent here. So I get to stack in Vale of Karnan. I get to move down from Dol Guldur to Western Brownlands, and I can move Nirn to Gorgoroth to help prevent a Path of the Roses crazy nonsense play for Mordor. I think I'm protecting myself fairly well, but I am one bad die roll from sadness. Half Orcs and Goblin Men and Black Captain Commands are excellent cards. I don't know why I drew 3 cards. I'm assuming I will throw 1 back. I don't know why I drew 3 cards. I drew 3 cards illegally. I have absolutely no idea why I drew 3 cards. Oh. Palantir of Orthanc. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't just asterisk this whole game. And I throw the Balrog, which makes total sense. Whew. Okay. He draws House of Stewards and Faramir's Rangers. Weirdly, House of Stewards might matter. There is a Gund or Elite. And Faramir's Rangers. could matter this late. Interesting. What do you throw here? Mithril and Bilbos? What does he throw? He throws Faramir's and Bilbos. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. 0 eyes again. 1 rolled. That's a good roll for me. He attacks Orthanc. Oh my goodness. Okay. I try and upgrade while under siege, and that's not a thing. We check the facts FAQ, and that's not a thing. So Western Brownland comes to Eastimnet, and Osgiliath takes Lasarnak. Yeah, now that he's not currently in Rohan, I can prevent, with a couple half moves, I can prevent Path of the Woses, and really, I think that's a problem for him. So he comes back out. Nope. What's happening? And he comes back out, seeing that I could prevent that. Yeah, that was just a bunch of wasted dice. And then I, knowing that that's happening, go to Druiden Forest and Minas Morgul from Gorgoroth. He passes, and then I completely cut off Path of the Woses. And that's going to be a problem for him, I think. I muster in a couple places. He moves back onto Orthanc. Yeah, I get some Nazgul, sure. He attacks Orthanc. Card versus no card. Blade of the Westerness. So, hey, Mary ended up in Rohan. So maybe Pallando had the right of it all along, but not with that roll. That's a terrible... A hobbit stabbing Saruman. Oh, that's true. Mary could have stabbed Saruman. Oh, man, that's too bad we missed this. Oh, no. 10 dice and no hits. Yeah. He's up on... I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Yeah. He's up on 5s. He's +4 on 5s, -2 on 6s. So he's up on hits, but not when you're doing a Free People's Military Victory. And I get 3 back, so that's very hard. He presses sudden strikes to get 2, and Path is gone now, so that's okay with me. 2 more hits, 2 back. He's chipping away. He presses. Oof. No card. Nothing for him and none back, but we're done. And he's spent. I half orcs and goblin men into Orthanc because why not? And I Palantir draw into Monsters Roused. He plays Grey Company, which is hilarious but not particularly good, and draws into Dane and Guards of the Citadel. Guards of the Citadel hilariously works. I get a regular and a Nazgul. He gets 2 regulars in Westamnet and has Helm's Deep, but surely his force pool's not tapped, but darn close. Minas Tirith is attacked. I Desperate Battle and kill it. So, and I take 1 back, but that's fine. Witch King draws into the King is revealed, which isn't crazy bad here. It's just normal amounts bad. I draw into some cards. He draws into an Ent. And Power 2 Great. Jeez. Keeping going. 1 eye allocated. Oh no, 5 eyes rolled. Oh no. I still think he's in such a terrible position though. At least I have musters, yeah. I still think you're doomed though, right? North and dwarves are not at war, so you just can't tap. anything, and I've mustered Mount Gundabad, so it's not a takeable location, and even Moria's not great. Yeah, so he musters, almost out of Men of the South, I say. He attacks Orthanc, card Brave Stand, 2 incoming versus none outgoing, stop, okay. Orthanc, Ents, oh, and the Ents just completely roll Orthanc. 3 back, though, and I'm sure I don't use it. The Palantir of Orthanc is gone, I'm sure. I muster in the Dunlands, but he's tapped out. He's got total in Rohan, what, 7, 8 guys, 8 regulars, even if he musters that very last regular. That's not going to be taking anything. Gandalf could get 2 more regulars with him. That's not taking anything. Círdan's ships is spent, so you can't get any the Elven elites down there. It's just not enough to go do something with. I guess you could try for Dol Guldur, but not with the army I have sitting in Osgiliath / Minas Tirith ready and willing. Okay, let's speed it up. He moves out. Yeah, okay. I move up. Westamnet. Why not Osgiliath? But okay, fine. Gandalf moves out. Interesting. Edoras moves to Westamnet, and the Witch King moves back down to Osgiliath. I actually like that. Thranduil's gets played. Okay, for the cycle more than anything, I imagine. I actually kind of like this move to Osgiliath. Maybe just go kill Gandalf. I get Shadows Lengthens and Breaking the Fellowship. He draws some cards that definitely matter, I'm sure. I allocate 0 eyes, roll 2 more. My goodness, 6 dice for the free people is crazy. I still don't have Day Without Dawn. Oh, jeez. He gets another elite in Woodland Realm. Okay. I muster in the Dunlands. Pallando, so let's 1 more turn. Musters the north. I bring some guys out of Gundabad and North Dunland to South Dunland. That feels, yeah, and their Palantir or thing's dead. Good. Riders of Theoden's a regular into Fords of Isen. Yep. I move a bunch of Nazgul around. I leave one sitting on the Fellowship because why not? Why would I do that separately from Black Captain commands? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I move all of that. Then he goes Westamnet from Aragorn. Sudden strikes with dead men. Yeah, you can't risk actually using dead men right now because you have only 2 Gondorian regulars, and I would just toast your living toesies off Aragorn. 2 hits from the pre, 2 more from the regular. I get 2 back. Unfortunately, you just cannot take hits. He presses. I retreat to Edoras. Did he take too many guys there? Hold on a sec. I don't think so. I think we're fine. Okay. I move South Dunland down and Osgiliath to Pelargir. Okay. That's actually a little scary. Oh, no. Now I know Deadman's gone. Okay, cool. Aragorn's going to Eastamnet. Sure, I guess you could try and take Dol Guldur with your 2 guys. So Vale of Karnan comes to defend. Sure. And then I Palantir Black Captain commands some guys. Okay. Yeah, we're done here. I get Shadows Gather, so I have Shadow Lengthens and Shadow Gathers. 0 eyes allocated, 1 eye rolled. I no longer have Saruman's die. He moves to go retake Lorien, but we're just playing a... Oh, and I play Shadow Lengthens to get Moria to Lorien and Black Captain into Dol Guldur. The North musters, but it doesn't really matter. Armies move. He retreats. I put DA under. DA is attacked. He's shining. Cool. It's Daylight versus Deadly Strife. The iconic duo. 1 incoming, 5 outgoing. Holy buckets. Ow. Ow. The North's at war. Yay! Do I even have... Oh, I have Corsairs, so I muster an elite in Umbar. Okay. Aragorn is back in Fords. I play Corsairs. He shines. I play a card. It's Mumakil. Ooh, I spend my Shadow's Gather. Interesting. Versus a Heroic Death. That's bad. I get 4. He gets 1 back. But so he's able to spend Gandalf to take a lot of hits. I press. 2 incoming. 1 outgoing. Press. No card. 1 hit. And we're done. DA is mine. All of Gondor has fallen. He's attacking the Gap of Rohan. Sure. With no quarter. And he kills everybody. 2 back. Holy cow. And now Dol Amroth's swinging around the outside. Okay. We draw some cards. He's down a Gandalf die. Grimbjorn gets played. Sure. Armies swing over. Aragorn goes back to Fords of Isen for like the 4th time. Fords is attacked from the Witch King. I'm probably going a little too fast. Actually, that army from Rivendell. Moria is not that well defended. I only have 1 muster. I have Pits of Mordor, actually, so that's pretty good for me right now. Do I have enough regulars? Yes, I have way more than enough regulars. Okay, never mind. If he moves down 1, I just muster there with the muster die, the hybrid die, and then I Palantir 2 more regulars in, and that's probably enough to hold. And all I have to do is get to Orthanc, so to prevent, or Helm's Deep for that matter. So I'm attacking Fords from the Witch King. We both play cards. It's Desperate Battle versus Mighty Attack, and that's enough to kill everybody. Ow. Everybody's dead. Everybody everywhere is dead. He moves to Holland. I don't spend my... So he has 2 attacks. He can move onto it and attack once. I have 2 attacks. I can move with 5 regulars onto either Orthanc or Helm's Deep and attack once. I'm kind of risking a lot here, aren't I, for no reason? Why not put the regular, or put the elite? Oh, because I spent Pits of Mordor. Whoa, that's even riskier. Surely an elite in Moria is a better move here, and then just hold for the round. Hope he doesn't take it in one set of 2 dice. Because he'd have to hit twice, take my elite, and then hit again after pressing. Boy, that's risky. I don't think that's... Okay. He attacks Moria, or he puts Moria under. Oh, man, how did this game come to being this close? Oh, man. The force pool for the free people is effectively gone. The North and the dwarves are left, but that's it. I draw another card. I'm just looking for any card that's good enough to make sure I win at Helm's Deep, I guess. Moria's attacked. No card. Valor. He gets 1 hit. He has Moria. He has his 4 points. So I have to win one of these. And I think, yeah, HD actually, Hjorndark can be used in either. Right. Okay. I've been tracking and that which of the Ents have been used in Hjorndark is the one I'm most scared of anyway. Does he even have it? He doesn't. Okay. Well, thank goodness. And here's the one shot. Helm's Deep for the game. Thinking card. I choose a character card. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have. So I sack one. Yeah, so I get 10 dice for a 6 or a 5 on the reroll. That's pretty. And that's that. He gets one back. Oh, jeez. 5 hits from Aragorn on the Fords with his mighty attack. Made that very close. And then me spending my Pits of Mordor. Wow. That game ended up being very close. A very close Free People's Military victory attempt. Despite me knowing it, seeing it, fighting it the whole game. There were some moments that I think could have been played better on both sides. For crying out loud, my plays were crazy, but crazy town. Oh, geez. But I think this was a fun game to play, a fun game to cast. Pallando is an excellent opponent, a fun guy to play against. We both played almost our whole decks. Oh, man. That was a good time. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you are all enjoying this new year of 2025. I'll look forward to casting more of these this year. We'll see how many I do. Probably not as many as last year, but we'll see. Yeah. Thank you all much. Have a good evening.